Hello. Welcome to Genshin Impact, where I recently noticed you can still see it.
Don't we have a job to do?
Yeah, you're right. Never mind my very weird team over here. Definitely not a video in the works. Hello, Greenish Red Anarchy Dragon. Yeah, you missed the Castlevania one. It's alright. I definitely did not go the way you're supposed to go, though. 99% sure. But don't worry. I made it. I beat myself up. Also the bird and the demon who flies with the bird. Gotta get the Jewel of Open. I do not know what that means. Also took me like the entire time to figure out I had a bonus weapon. I could have been throwing axes the whole time. I'm gonna start this with just getting rid of my resin, as one does at the start of any day in Genshin. How are you two doing, Mui?
Quick as a flash! Drop your weapons! Smash down! Goodbye! It's justice o'clock!
If I do another live, you'll be there? Alright, you have to promise this time. I need someone who can tell me where to go.
Charge! Wrath from the sky!
Welcome back. I'm just spending my resin at the start of the day. Garbage. I don't like it when they have both death percent and HP percent. Just pick one. Just pick one or the other. No one uses both. In before Hoyo makes the ultimate tank. Uses health and defense.
Stronger! A final warning! Headbutt!
Makes Zhongli look like a wet noodle.
It's justice o'clock!
Oh, I thought it was like 7
Wow, wow!
ESC or something.
Kapow! Light of the blazing sun!
Also, what is this Lover's Oath? Is that a song, anime? Both? Always worth to listen for how many times you hear it. The Song of Wang Shuin. Oh, okay.
Quick as a flash! Drop your weapons!
Wait, Wang Shu is in game? Hold on.
It's justice o'clock!
Oh, I'm just getting wrecked this time.
It's justice o'clock! Oof! Charge! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
And... there we go.
Stop right there!
That's got a little healing. I don't know why the bullets heal. Don't ask questions. Bad that he never got past Mondstadt. Not necessarily. I mean, the next nation over Liyue, a lot of it is just standing around talking, and then do a fetch quest and stand around and talk more.
Justice o'clock!
Certainly was a lot of that going on.
Too strong! Light of the blazing sun!
And I'm suddenly just getting worse and worse at this. Well, hey, in fantasy Latin America, they have dragon-powered motorcycles.
Quick as a flash!
At least one. They have exactly one dragon-powered motorcycle. Oh wow, would you look at that? Absolutely nothing redeeming. One that everyone thought was about Guizhong. Castlevania game has skeletons driving motorcycles? Fuck yeah. That's oh, Wang Shu. It is called that. Oh, I was thinking of Wang Shang, not Wang Shu. Yeah, sorry. My Mandarin's a bit non-existent. My bad. You were correct the whole time. I was a fool for doubting you, Mui. You know, it's funny that they say that Eon-san here is the fastest character in her tribe, when she actually runs noticeably slower than Veressa. I'm gonna shoot it. Continue quest. And I've been told this is a good quest. Like, 10 minutes ago by Mui.
It's all decked out. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so you hear the news that, Paimon very likely has a new English voice actor now?
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
And we still get plenty more from ley lines. What are you smoking, Paimon? Those don't shut down. Ley lines don't care about holidays. Also, by the way, I may or may not have a moon-themed Genshin theory brewing. And it may or may not involve the Triquetra that Paimon's always wearing. Anyway. Out of 3 main Hoyoverse games, is Genshin the least degenerate one?
Greetings, traveler. Paimon. Hey, Catherine! Still doing
Explain what you mean by degenerate. You mean like gooners?
In general, yes.
Suspicious art?
The people of Mondstadt don't
Or
delegate
do you
their
mean
work
like
to others this time of year.
the fan base?
But
Just being... Excuse me. Fan base just being intolerable.
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Gooning and fan base, okay.
Huh?
Alright, so I know ZZZ is absolutely the most gooned. That one's just obvious. So much gooning. Or it's either between Genshin then for least or Honkai Star Rail. Gonna be honest, I think original Honkai might be the least gooned of them all. But I don't know if that one's ended. I think it did. So, yeah, I don't know which. Gonna be honest. I see, like, no sort of fan activity out of Star Rail other than people saying, "Oh my god, it's the new stuff! Oh my god, new stuff coming out!" And then other people being like, "Your game sucks, shut up." And then be like, "No, Genshin sucks!" And them being like, actually, no. And it just goes like that every time. Were days where Mondstadt had some good outfits, Rosari had Booba
It's
nerf.
finally Windbloom,
That they did.
and here I am ruining
They,
everything.
like, halved her cup
You're
size
a bit
because China
tired.
got
No big
upset.
deal. Give it some time. How about
very
doing
weird.
something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot.
She's got 2 stars
start
right there.
reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the
Obviously.
sun goes down.
Why China?
Sorry, I'm
same
just
reason why they
not in the
nerfed several
mood.
Mondstadt outfits.
I should go. Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Maybe she's realized he's not
Need
worth
some
it.
time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need
He's
to
not
do.
worth the endless pining.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Wait, we were
Huh?
dating?
Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
Maybe they're just working out the kinks.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Have they like introduced coffee or something?
Sometimes
Why
I
is
even
everyone
wake
so
up in the middle of the night standing in a random
so
location
off?
outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Maybe you just don't want to do that job.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for
Like
me to
Quinn is
figure
still
out.
just staring at the floor
It is
over there.
Bloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Paimon, who was that guy again?
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait,
Drew.
Madonna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
So are we like in the upside down? Well, I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into
We
the
did walk
city
through a
not
portal.
too long ago.
That's kind of
but
weird to get into
when
the city.
I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Could be me.
But then I saw you. And it wasn't that something was different about you.
She saw her.
I
She saw Kaya's
can't
flat
really
ass
explain
and is
it.
like,
It was just
I could iron my clothes
a
on that.
feeling.
I understand. I'm flattered. I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see that... I do need to see some business. So I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well,
Traveler, that
surprise
was
to see
fucking
us.
weird. Help me out, Brit. Please, help a bro. Please. Get her away from me. Figure out what's wrong. Jesus Christ, what is this? Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler Paimon, how have you been? Good, how you? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind going into sleep mode? Certainly. Windows shutdown sound.
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. So before stream, I actually had to look up what the hell paralogism is. Trust me, I'm definitely a smart person, I swear. So it's something that seems correct until you think about it for more than 1 second. So it's the sort of thing that's like, oh yeah, that's facts and logic. Wait a minute, no, that's not. That's bullshit. Like anyone who says Naruto's faster than light. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Or am I? The world may never know.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Hooray, I don't have to do a Eula voice. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa! Headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Wow! There are a whole 6 character models here! Holy shit!
Honorary Knight Paimon.
His name is
It's an
Note.
honor to meet you. I believe in
Here, I'm
introductions
gonna
are in order.
scribble on your forehead really quick. I need to make sure I remember this for later. Allow me. You have Note, captain of the 2nd company, Skyron, captain of the 3rd company, Eula, captain of the 4th, and, of course, me, captain of the 9th company. There's 10 companies, who's the 10th? Also, I guess not all of them are vision bearers. Hello, 2 randos. Note and Skyron. Note and Skynet.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
She's waiting for you, traveler. In the test chamber.
Jean!
Please be voiced. Damn it! Traveler, Paimon, thank you for coming. Skyron nose is moving. Oh. Everything alright? There's like so many people loaded outside, and I'm not sure if I can handle this with one processor. Ah, yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are a few new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
Yeah, do we need to bring in Nuvalet here? Although, we're great lawyers, apparently. I can understand the confusion. Never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. Or Yenfei, yeah. Might have to take a couple days to familiarize with all of Mondstadt's laws, but then again, I'm guessing Mondstadt doesn't have many. They have like 10 commandments, that's it. Have fun, don't kill, don't bang your friend's wife. That's about it. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Wouldn't be surprised if that's actually the case. I mean, it's the City of Freedom, so having too many laws kind of goes counterintuitive, right? Just have a couple big laws, and just the judicial equivalent of, you know it when you see it. Just let the knights decide. If they know it, they know it. Under the guidance of Barbados, the knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. So if someone does a crime in a vacuum chamber or underwater, the knights can't prosecute. Understood. Alright, writing this down in my notebook, in my lawyer notebook. and today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Also, have you seen the artwork for the next charge of already included? That's in Natlin. Have you seen the artwork for the next update? There were people we saw in the corridor just now. There was someone missing. Where's Albedo boy? So hey, we haven't had a damn Dainsliff thing in ages. Like 2 years.
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there!
Oh, he's the defendant. A keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict. He avoided Fontaine like the plague. He's like, have you seen that place? There's fucking dragons everywhere. Like, fucking little dragon girls and big dragon judge boy. And a giant skeleton of, guess what? A fucking dragon. He's like, I'm not going anywhere near that place. And then Skirk shows up like, aha, the one place that man is never going. Yay. Sort of Logi's like, alright, Madam Skirk, you can only go places that Dainsliff ain't. And he's never touching the Fontanian waters. She's like, bet.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Allegedly. Jean, it's time. Is Nodcry included? Well, it's part of Snezhnaya, but like as a territory. It's like the Puerto Rico of Snezhnaya. We'll find out. But everyone is there. Yeah. All I know is we finally get to see Varka, and that makes me happy. Understood. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I mean, I can't do it on command, but... Hold on. Is everyone who's feeling weird a member of the fucking jury? Is the things they've seen the evidence? Is that what's happened? Everyone who walks in this trial gets all upside down? Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Also, I like the two identical guards back there, but one has glasses. Oh, they have slightly different hair. And one has glasses, that's it. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. I mean, maybe you should take his vision away if he's on trial. You know, that might be a bit of an issue. You know? I think they're actually brothers. Oh, that would make sense. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Yes, that is what that means. He's part of the church. I'm on. Can I just, like, grab her by the face and throw her across the room, please? The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team. Albedo, no surname. Also, something in this picture might be coming up in that upcoming video. Beta, what did you do, allegedly? Certain aspects of this case are classified, as it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. You can heat her whenever you're ready. Oh no, I'm just gonna stick her in a railgun, fire her right through the windows. Identities of the victims are still unknown? Range. That desk is too high, or her chair is too short. I don't know which. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, Captain Logistics Company Miss Hertha will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yep.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours. It's like, sweet! Grabs it, walks away.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Okay, but like, define lawful human remain disposal.
Murder?
You know, it'd be really funny if he was actually just making, like, more Albedos. Like, trying to, Rubedo, I believe, is the next stage after Albedo. Like, no, seriously, I'm just trying to finish up the project that is me by making a Rubedo who can do my job for me. They didn't work, so I had to put them back in the bottle. And they're like, I don't know what any of that means. Explain. I mean, no, that's the real one, because he's got the star.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
It was a cello case.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
This is what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
Did I get Miranda's avatar to help with powering that railgun? Trying to remember what that was. I think that was something in Sumeru. You'd explain to someone who didn't pay all too much attention in the Sumeru world quests. Or finish them, for that matter. I think the only big world quest in Sumeru I finished is the Aranara one. Final boss, the Aranara. Oh, okay. Right. The giant laser gun. Thank you. Of course, from the one that I did. Stupid me.
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Correction to the court. I did see her, and I did not murder her. Therefore, I Albedo, am innocent. And Jean's like, I see no flaw in this reasoning. Not guilty. Gavel. Now I turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. Damn, Koidao's not coming back. Dang. Yet anyway. I was working on my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report to the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
Sucrose, probably. No. Dang it, Sucrose. The one time you're not hanging off of him.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Don't know what voice I was expecting, but Chainsmoker was not it. Man, that's where all of Barbara's rasp went. To Dahlia. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered? No body, no crime. I forget what the legal term for that is. Where you need a body to have a victim.
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that Susbedo? Hello, stray free to play. How you doing, Soy Batman?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
What that sounds like. Because that's also the direction of the fishing association. Sounds like they fished up a boot, tossed it in the bush. Also, maybe a little scrap of clothing.
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified. Correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? May believe otherwise, May believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. I killed 7. 1 for each element type. Want to see what would happen if you infuse the elements directly into the bloodstream. Oddly enough, it was Hydra that was the most gruesome. Thought it would have been Pyro or Geo, but no, it was Hydra. Electro, on the other hand, that one was pretty well received, actually. They felt very energetic until their heart failed. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder. There's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences.
That is called manslaughter. And that is a different crime. Boom. Gotcha. Got you off the hook, Albedo. Lawyer 101. Let's go.
Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Do it.
7 days ago, at dawn, A witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
He looks like... That why the grapes have been tasting weird lately?
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Hello, Miles.
Wait,
Tails
that's...
Prower. Diluc Ragenvinder. Please tell the court what you saw, in a vocal manner. Do not have the player read it out. Inadmissible in court. Did not say it out loud. At around... At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. Oh, apparently Geo can just do fucking everything, can it? When I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin. My god, he killed Zhongli. He's the new Geo Archon. But I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces. Did you dig up a body?
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Well, we do have two Albedos out there somewhere. I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. Not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
A shoebox. And this is... what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Oh, easy, it was Hilly Churls. There we go. Unmasked Hilly Churls. Those look like really ugly humans. Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So, that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. At Drive Computer, welcome back. Why did the discussion last so long? Why did the discussion last so long? Oh, I don't fucking know. She's in love or whatever. Alright, I'm 90% certain Sucrose ain't voiced. Miss Sucrose was presenting results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present. That's right. We were in the library together. Holding hands and a pencil and...
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
I watched him like a hawk. I know Mr. Albedo would never kill somebody. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh, Also, are you Hertha saying he ran halfway across the country and back before she woke up? Is that what you're insinuating?
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Plus, subscription for $20 a month.
Monsieur Albedo!
I see, and I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Correspondence?
Oh no, the envelope looks like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth.
Have you even seen him just make paintings and bring those to life? Seems like you haven't.
The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement?
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
You know, kind of sounds like Ash Ketchum, actually.
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation, and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
Who was he saying it to? Probably his mom. Ellipses. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mentions of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
Ellipses.
No, it can't be true.
How many try to enunciate your ellipses?
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict
Ellipses.
cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Ellipses, then we are in agreement. Ellipses. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appeared shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal. But most appear hopeless in this moment, and that guy is fucking sleeping. What a dick. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. Also, by the way, looking at my OBS, for some reason it looks more yellow than my actual main monitor. Does it appear yellow to you, like yellow tinted? If so, I have no idea how to fix that. It all comes back to the letter. A secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me a secret once. He's a synthetic human created through alchemy. Would that have something to do with this case? Perfectly normal? Alright, then I'm sure it's just... maybe it's the angle I'm looking at it. But what? Following Rheindar's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? Will they make him more suspicious? Oh, that's why it appears yellow to me. Because gold. Not... Het 2 Rosaria. Almost called it Rotaria. Het 2 rotisserie chicken. Well, this took a turn for the worst.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I was sitting behind you the whole time, you fucking bitch. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there. In the test chamber. Probably Venti.
Who is he?
Barbados. You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. Waits for no one. Recollections. No. I'm just going to drive up Venti here. Hey, is it you? Are you the one with the evidence who refused to put it in the trial? Are you? Do you know all the things and you're like, nah, fam. I swear to Christ, if it is you, I will shoot you in the face, right in the nose. I leave.
Hurry up, Brassa!
What's one about this specific team here? Is that not only is it a good overload team, but also it's just a really good travel team. No, actually, I need to kill some slimes. Oh, the other one did drop something. It's being guarded. Yep, that looks like a Venti to me. Sorry, a Grande. Insert other sizes. Yeah, Jeffrey Paimon. I can hear your rifle upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
I'm actually a little surprised Venti's actor ain't back.
No, I did.
Who the fuck are you? Oh, right, you're the Ash Ketchum. With the diamond eyes.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
And he's like, all femboys know each other? Duh.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you call us here so we can meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat.
Who are you again?
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Doesn't he hear everything that happens in the wind?
Wait then, you know about...
Yeah, obviously.
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Don't worry, Dolly and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, God needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
True, didn't he? Yeah, I know that. I'm a lore guy.
You know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhindaughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Oh yeah, that was actually Scaramouche, not Albedo. Correct the record.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help our friend. Or your friend. Just yours. He doesn't drink. He's not cool. What do you know about the situation? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being. Homunculus. Let's say homunculus. And that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You say that everything's all messed up and upside down.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Oh, the gossip. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free. The new hit single, buy it on Spotify.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Your money, give me your Mora. Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. Well, there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
But that's not my style. Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
It's the radio bomb! Whenever you talk into it, you have to speak like an old radio operator from the 20s. That is the fucking law. Don't worry, I removed the fuse. Not gonna explode. Say hello to the Dota communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
Yeah, you guys gave it to me like the last fucking summer event. Well, two ago. 2 years ago. You not remember? We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyways, this invention, with little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Let's take it out and we can chat. Bet. That's all I ask. Pardon me. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. You're gonna do your job now, or what, Archon? Just run up and threaten a god. Worked for Senor, it'll work for me. Actually, we don't even know how much god power he has left. He gave an unknown amount to Dvalin. That pine wood. It's some pretty fine wood. I was gonna kick down the door and shoot at Jean. I could go to prison so I could talk to Albedo. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation... Ellipses. He's not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Yeah, Frankenstein. Ron.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Arca once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Do you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires attention.
Hey, Jean!
We're in the middle of a meeting. Get out or I'm arresting you too. Traveler Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for me, or time for you, to get involved. What do you want? We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. Find anything that might help this case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Bet. I know you get to the bottom of this, Traveler. It's just something you seem to do. You have waypoints, we don't. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then we're locking up a murderer. And everything's good. Pretty much what I just said. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. My god, we actually go up to the second floor now. So, get down!
Your weapons.
Oh. The door did hit me on the way up. Second floor! Wait, why is it saying over here? First look at the second floor. I go to the third. No.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
My fingers were crossed, I lied.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
I kind of pictured a lot more. Stuff everywhere, big machines. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Later, nerds. Have to investigate.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Book. I got books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental sciences, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S shapes. You drew cool S's. Or triangular symbols drawn on them. The eventual meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Or just made it himself. What is under the book? Moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Grant slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. It's hollow. No, experienced adventurer sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Or like a drawer or something under it.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
It does appear to be a compartment added to the side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex, seems to have involved elemental power in some way. Use the power of Geo. The compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. I'll go elsewhere. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the Project, Primordial Human Project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Human. Remembered festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved. Something to do with creating a synthetic life. Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, surely not. In the notes is a map to a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and a third appears to be in Dragonspine. Hard pill to swallow. But if the results of the joint investigation are correct, a body hidden in that last location. At the very least, the remains of one.
What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Well, I'll go in the office more. Damn it. Hello, Dodo. It's gonna.
Oh,
there you go.
Vent is calling. Let's answer.
Hello, I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. Well, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case. Huh. Share what you learned. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creation, there'd be no separating him from her past. Both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness. And the evidence you just found, let's just say, could convince even the closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you. Yes, that's still gonna be my prediction. He made a couple attempts at a Rubedo. Fucked up. And, you know, has to throw them in the trash. But, you know, they were never born, so they were never killed. And they're not human because they're homunculi. Boom, all chart is dropped. It did sound like his notes. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust him? Yeah.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith.
As we've known for like 4 years, if he stepped out of line, for realsies, Dainsleif would be here on a fucking rampage.
And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Ellipses. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. When even Venti no longer believes in him. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
Okay.
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Miles, what'd you see? Tell me.
Sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
I'm on their trial happy right now. Don't say anything suspicious, got it?
That map we found in a hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Alright, mic is muted. Yeah, not much of an office, is it? I don't want to climb a mountain, I'm gonna go there. Yeah, that is my working theory. Albedo was trying to make the next step, Rubedo, and didn't work approximately 3 times. Just like to make him, there were a couple of mistakes. AKA Dvalin and Fake Beto. Not Dvalin, Durin and Fake Beto.
Stop right there!
There we go. Oh, there it is.
Getting close.
Everything is covered in snow. As a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot in the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. Yeah, this doesn't look like what the others were described as. Remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. The hole is completely empty and the surroundings markings makes it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird.
Better order?
There's a hole, but no body.
Hold on to nothing.
The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
One person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? Burn to the Knights of Favonius, doubts swirling in your mind. Yo, Gene, what up? You're back. What did you find? No, this is my front.
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
Oh. You tell... See. Ellipse. I see an ellipsis. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
Usually Albedo does our forensics. Ellipses. If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial will likely have to be opened to the public. I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. Hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. Miles Ellipses. Just stand here. Right in the middle of the place. Say, wait 2 days, I'm waiting right here. Give me no other commands, not... Oh, go do something, or go sleep, or go to your teapot. Sorry, I hit the mic there. Just wait. So I'm just gonna be sitting right here, staring at the door. Make sure Paimon can't move either. You're stuck here too. Stretch my legs.
Gene, it's about time for the second trial.
Yo, what up? Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready, and we'll head out. I'm ready. Sweet. Luckily, they have to ask me if I'm ready for the trial. Even though, you know, it's a trial, it should be the other way around. Ready or not, get the fuck in there. Sort of deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Gene Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Couple more people here this time. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The fact that the bar is not in the middle... Kinda cringe. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Miss Hertha, turn off the fucking order. Good. Now hand me the aux cord. I'm putting on a Mondstadt-themed song. Thank you very much. So putting on Venti's theme now. Miss Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains.
I'm gonna hit my X button. To doubt.
In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time.
And they are...
Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T.
What about the other letters? Or drinks?
The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Yes, I've seen many much bones. These are definitely bones. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status, single. He's looking for hot Mondstadt girls in his area. Occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Diluc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Fuck if I know.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Do I look like a fucking mind reader, Dahlia?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Ellipses.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh? Ellipses.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
And then Kai's like, I'll go on a date if you testify on my side. She's like, deal!
I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation.
He was like, wait, she likes me? What? You mean I could have... Wait, what?
Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
So, Hertha's getting people to testify, huh? Sounds, weird that she has to convince people to say, hey, dead people. I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't know, that didn't seem like the best testimony in the world.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence in the subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
What is we found in Albedo's office? The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office, the most important of which is this map. Oh, there's a scroll down. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Ellipse. Yes. Were you the one that marked these locations? Yep. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. Hi, you're supposed to be playing defense here.
No, ellipses.
Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence.
Shush you,
What
I'm
could
talking.
you possibly say in your defense?
Never let me finish a goddamn sentence, maybe you'll actually get a defense out of me, stupid freaking Bertha, quote unquote. What I always have. I never killed a single person. I will now expand upon that and say I killed 7 people.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Hold it! Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do. You forget. I'm the FBI captain.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Yes. That's a rather dismal way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow, till someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. I mean, he really didn't do anything untoward? Mentioned brushing off the snow, is that supposed to be a hint? There's a hint. It must have something to do with Dragonspine, which reminds me. Things we found on the map. Yeah. Traveler, you're the ones covered the notes, right? I'm assuming you visited the 3rd location marked on my map as well. Yep. What did you find? A whole lot of nothing. Honest account of the scene he found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. Everything covered in snow. No one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
If there was a body, where is the body? He got eaten by a creature. If there was a creature to eat the body, why was the body there? This whole case is about bodies not being there. What do you think about this? What clues am I missing? Interpret. We need to dig a hole and bury a body there. The old man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taking evidence, Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The human remains. According to the forensic results, the teeth and the femur bone belonged to a Montauk citizen, and no witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come in contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to produce the body to a few bones? Does that mean he's the killer? And just for completionists. Found in the hidden compartment. Associate with Albedo marked these 3 locations on the map found in the hidden compartments. Some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. Holes dug in each area certainly seemed big enough. Like the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses say anything happened there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. What kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case in the other locations? Marks didn't look fresh. The hole was at the 3rd location been there longer than the other 2. The 3rd location wasn't made around the same time. Does it mean it's connected to the separate incident? Ecosystem. Frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Within the mountain lie the remains of even more mysterious creature, Durin. Although the dragon has been dead a long time, they still possess a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Most people know Albedo is an alchemist and the captain of the investigations team. Truth, he's a Crichton Prince, a homunculus created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold, Rhindaughter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. Also a calculated thinker. Fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. His friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. I almost forgot! I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo. And they weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him? Submit. And if I'm not mistaken, up there is where... allegedly... well, that's where Albedo was standing, looking at the fake Beto. Or other way around. I think Albedo has a plan. I should help him out. Also, what was the name of that one kid's dad? That event, the one that definitely died and got replaced by fake Beto. What does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? I should play it safe. I made an honest assessment of the facts. I should be honest about my doubts too, it's only fair. But why don't we just bring in Eula, Amber, and Bennett. I'd like to address the court in silence, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that, after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there with dirt scattered around the perimeter. Looked like something had been dug up. And this was all done by one person. Or if this was all done by one person, why wasn't the 3rd scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the 3rd location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thanks. Bye. Let's do it as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the 3rd location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
No, that's my map. Allow me to respond to Traveler's point. All I cared about was proving my innocence. I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things in those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine. Fake Beto.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. the story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain. The third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
Calling fake Beto innocent. Dude's definitely committing identity theft. I mean, a second identity theft. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
I said there are bodies. I did not say human bodies. Keep up, moron. If you let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you.
Exactly like him? The two Albedos? At the same time, I have two hands, oh my god!
Right, doesn't come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, then, that's the door. Leave.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
No, I admitted to killing something on Dragonspine. Keep up. Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. That someone was a whopper flower. I see. It appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Who's her?
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face?
This is fake Beto trying to prosecute real Beto.
Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, logistics captain of the Knight of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up.
Yes, fake Beto. It was.
You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
No, it's not. You want to get rid of real Beto. Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach. Unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome.
Wait, just ask something only the real Hertha would know. What's my Monsat reputation level?
Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
Two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter.
Yeah, actually, the real Hertha would never come up with a logical argument. He's kind of not all there upstairs.
How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
Left arm.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
Fake Miles.
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused?
My god, all the weird people are fake Betos.
You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Fuck, I was right, it was left arm. Why the nerves? Can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant to the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. Powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act. Because you're worried using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them! Quick, shoot him! Shoot him now! No, he's just a... oh. He's dead. Now I do need to dispose of a body. There are others, too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
The Burger King in Mondstadt? I thought they got rid of kings.
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Do they really think they're pulling this shit in a room with like 7 vision holders? Or vision wielders? And the Traveler? There's D-Luke, Kaya, Jean, Dahlia... Did I ever say Eula? I think Sucrose. Albedo. She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Zombie plague. The body snatchers. They're here. Oh, and Rosaria. Yeah, so 7. Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
Wish I could see that.
After her!
No, we're just gonna sit and watch her leave. It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. Finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens. I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. That's Sucrose's specialty, not mine. Second, events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Diluc picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Well, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed. Follow me. Slimes.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
Oh, they replaced the gate guards. We're all monsters from Dragonspine. Attack is imminent. Fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so, we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
Right there. Top of the city wall. Get stuck there all awkwardly. Damn it, sloped roofs. Curse you, architecture, my only weakness. Hello, Venti. How do? Hello, Noob Halwa Gaming. I'm not in that. I'm in the EN server. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone save me. Venti, we're all smart people. We know your identity.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
And Albedo. Ah, perfect. I dropped the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. About time. Think we can proceed as planned? I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. It's gonna be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you for a drink for your trouble. Deal!
So, these two know the other's identity then?
We already learned that they were introduced. Paimon, come on, keep up. And that's just the quote of the day. Insert person, come on, keep up. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. Soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. Power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies. To monitor the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. Monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes. The monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair. The second, teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then, he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. Putrefaction of the bodies. There we go. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopper flower on Dragonspine, Promised to tell each other a story, remember? Told me story of the gardener, I remember. I'm glad. And you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a whopper flower into Subject 3. Another imposter on that day? Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. It was also our goal. We could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power. All those under its influence would become violent, and thus, we'd know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
And that's why I'm here. It'd make me look bad if I just laze around after promising to help. We use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. Vortex'll do it. Give me a black hole, Venti. That should give the Knights the chance to subdue them without harm. Specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes. Pardon me. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright. Should do it. Are we gonna make them float?
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear! All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support.
Requesting assistance at the side gate.
Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
The data communication device. It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With this blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveler Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Ah, right. Now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. I've got things covered here. Two hilly turtles just burst through like, "We're gonna get you, random human!" And he just turns them inside out. With wind. I like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back! Yeah, that was a close one. I suppose thanks are in order, Master D-Luke. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It's for my own convenience. We're in the way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. That's a good reaction. Strongest in the game. You should do it more. To yourself. Alright, tell me. When did you notice something was off? Immediately. The first trial. Because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. You could have won that trial, and you didn't. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No. We're nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D-Luke, when do you think I actually get nervous? Suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. Second thought. Best not to think about it.
Cool it. Burn.
Kind of fun that they give you an actual good team here. This has been a good quest so far.
Freeze.
Maybe just taking it. Freeze again. Oh, also, Wolf's... Oh, wait, no. This is Wolf's gravestone. Hold on. Is this? Oh, it is. First time ever freaking using Wolf's gravestone. So I've yet to pull the damn thing. Here was a claymore. I just got 2 Skyward Prides and a Red Horn. That's it for claymores. Gets even better. Oh yeah, the trailer showed a Varka voice reveal. I gotta break all this ice. Means I need the passive imbue from his ult. You look, don't die.
Oh, so sorry. Learning this?
It's a cherry compared to everything else. How long is this quest anyway? About 2 hours. So far. If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
This is the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
They should never film D-Luke's face from below. It's like he has no face. This is the first half. Will I have to do a 2-parter, or should this go into the night? All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. I quit not because of what happened with my dad, but because of the fact that there are no fucking horses in this entire frickin' city, country, whatever. I kept telling Varka, how can I be cavalry captain without horses? Got into a fight. I wound up having the wolf's gravestone and leaving. End of story. No elaboration. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, I wanted to say thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, I've had suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right that someone who actually helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Did it start an hour ago? Oh, I've been streaming for an hour 56 minutes. Yeah, I started at 7, it's almost 9. PST. Thank you for trusting me and for choosing the fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya... See you soon. Of course. Stay safe. Yeah, it gets a little slower when I have to do the voices. Visual! Alright, now where's Noelle? I'm pretty sure she could handle all this alone. Oh, they have time to salute each other. Alright, Noelle healing, Rosaria being a line of defense. Heal! Da-da-da! Get back out there, guy. I just can't hit guy. Lawrence. Any relation to the Lawrence clan? I assume not, but you know.
I'll protect us.
There we go. Alright. You should be on the mend. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do depress Barbara. Alright. You should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
Raspy Barbara is best Barbara. I will hear no counter-arguments. You're not rushing back to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines. So, I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. Barbara. You can count on me! I don't really know how all this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time, so I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch you at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that, over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. That's something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on that region. So we should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So, the city's gonna be in danger? Yes. The Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then, who will protect you? Don't worry. I'll look out for myself. Promise. I'm the fucking Dandelion Knight. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, can you lend me a hand? Ah, of course, coming. Noelle. Banana. Amber and Mika scouting. And here, prepare for battle. On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock! Looks like we got 25 Hilichurls, 2 Blazing Axe Minotaurs, and a bunch of different slimes. Fair elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Roger that. And then I jump down and use the power of cryo. Oh, this is C0 Amber.
Hey, get him!
So I only got one Baron Bunny to work with. It'll melt on you, idiot.
Let's keep going, team.
Yeah. You know what? Die. Oh, there's more. And Amber is dead. Please tell me there's a section where I can destroy everything with Noelle. Oh, fuck. Ow. What is hitting me?
Final warning.
Yeah, take the bunny.
Leave the wounded to me.
Maybe putting two very, not powerful characters in the same party may not have been the best of setups. And only having those two.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
That's notice Mika has spurs.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it.
Monster replacing someone close to you?
And you're none the wiser? Amogus!
Don't worry. Once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again.
Albedo, are you sure? I wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Same here. I thought it was all real at one point.
I was completely in shock.
Oh, you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. Hinge, no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear.
Well, that sounds like Eula, alright.
She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. Not getting a secret out of her. Meanwhile, Eula on the other line like, I will get vengeance on you. Tonight. With a lovely dinner. And candles. Vengeance.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. That the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable, without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear.
Ah, that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. It didn't take long for that to get resolved.
No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It's all part of the plan. First, spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important, because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity. It's a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me, and convince herself she had enough to strike.
reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Ugh. Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. Couldn't just reveal the truth. Had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. He would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monster in disguise. And if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due, it was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveler. Probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me.
I didn't know there was a plan.
And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, the confidence might get the best of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense to our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. Just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was, we had no other choice. The Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
In that case, thanks for thinking of me. I take an honor to take part. It is us who should be thanking you, Honorary Knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Hey, how you two doing? Step outside the courtroom and this is the first thing I see? Not sure how much more I can take. I'm not brave enough.
Oh, I think you should give yourself more credit. You were brave enough to sit through the trial despite the nature of the allegations. That takes strength.
Now a fanboy. Peek, Talia. I didn't see you there.
Apologies.
Freaking vampires, man.
Rosaria asked me to come. With Albedo running around
Oh, the other
protecting
vampire,
the city,
okay.
She was worried
They're
you might
protecting
be
each other.
alone.
I say as though I'm not a vampire. Speaking as Sucrose.
At a time like this, 2 is much better than 1. So let me help.
Also, you need an element to swirl. Oh, thank you. I didn't think Miss Rosaria even remembered me.
Of course she does. She spent all that time monitoring Albedo. It's only natural that she remembers his most dedicated student.
Oh, yeah. So after all this, I doubt Mr. Albedo's identity will be a secret, huh? Not to the higher-ups, at least.
As far as I know, he shared that information with close members of his order long before these events. Perhaps I spoke
That's my
too
anime,
soon.
huh?
You do scare easily.
Look at his vision when you're done talking. Very sus. Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I didn't expect Mr. Albedo to just reveal himself like that.
I'm sure he felt the time was right. Besides, you know the truth. I know the truth. It doesn't change anything, right?
When Mr. Albedo told me in the library a few days ago, I was pretty shocked, but more than that, I was amazed.
Not afraid?
No.
I was exhilarated. No, not afraid. I trust in knowledge and science. I trust in Mr. Albedo as a person. I just noticed, Deacon. Aren't any wind currents around us?
We lucked out on that front. Otherwise, that conversation would have been for the whole city to hear.
Huh? That's how it works? That could have been so embarrassing.
Alright, looking at his... no camera. Said something sus about his vision. Damn, can't configure party. Where's yours? Show me yours for comparison. Not Hydro, but yeah. Where's your? Oh, it's on your chest. Oh, it's on your hip for some reason. Even though a little too much. Are you talking about right here where it looks this little less rounded than usual? Or is the thickness different than regular Mondstadt visions? This is thin and, well, thick. Maybe they changed it? Oh, what was up with it before? It did take me like 3 weeks to do this event. Or 4. I don't know. It is looking normal to me. I don't have a Barbara on me right now to compare. Looked like Child's. That would have been weird. Got a Snezhnaya casing. No, it looks fine to me. Hello, Razor.
Supercall, it's you.
Alright, I'm used to having C6 Lisa. Well, then I could use my own characters in here. My characters have constellations and shit. Like my Lisa.
You're in for a
she could
little
probably
shock.
one-shot these slabs. Not the biggest accomplishment I know, but you know. My god, I've got to do the Ara Ara voice. That's actually pretty good. Well, it's just because I have C6, so when she takes field, everyone around her gets max stacks. Then I can just do 1E and things evaporate.
Ara Ara. Phew, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Wind Bloom. I haven't tasered people nearly enough lately.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Oh, once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to to inherit their teacher's ways. After all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, at this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. so gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Wait, is it just me, or does his arm look... Rachel's arm just looks super skinny here. For some reason. Like Paimon-sized.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa.
Gentle, sure, yeah.
Ah, well, good to move about every once in a while.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Now that's repeating the last thing. Alright. I'm just gonna drop in on the other side of the wall, like...
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast.
Da-da-da.
Disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Well, first you can start by explaining it to me. Also, you just did.
Explain what?
That face. Didn't expect to see that on Eula, of all people.
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us.
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
Actually, we're gonna throw you on trial now because you look guilty and suspicious as hell.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Klee is...
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
It's a Dodoco.
It's an enormous, like 20-meter across Dodoco.
Alright, fighting first, conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew,
Oh, no,
she ran off
archers.
somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Hey. I get to actually use Eula's weapon.
Beg for mercy.
Dumpy dumpty go!
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Kneel before the Lawrence clan, fool! Eula. What the fuck was that damage? I charged your ult faithfully, and you gave me 3,342 damage. Eula, you had to use your weapon, Eula. Eula, you wanna explain to me how you only dealt 3,000 damage with your ult, Eula? Also, Klee voice time? Oh, okay. We won! No, I can do better. I'll do my Paimon voice, but like less cringy.
We won!
Yeah. I'll try and not shouting line.
Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time, too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Leave it to Klee. Just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? We heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
Actually, they're quite large ears, as you can tell. We're putting you on trial again. Child endangerment this time. That's right. I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
Please don't explode her. It would be an honor. Klee will do her best.
Full throttle!
Most suspicious person here. Mahwika driving up city walls. Alright. Well, I think it's mostly just 2 left here. Is this Noelle? This looked like about where Noelle was. Actually, no, hold on. Why don't you back to where Sucrose and Dahlia were, actually? Oh, it's Jean. If I drive around the city, can I find Noelle? Is that a thing I can do? I'm gonna check. Yeah, she was over here by the fountain. Maybe it was a different fountain. Oh no.
Hurry up, Brassa!
I'm not seeing Mona anywhere either. Damn. Hey, wait, where are all the mushrooms for Klee farming? Also Mona farming. And if I'm not misremembering, also Fischl farming. Where are they? Also, why is this all dried up? Who turned off the water? Was it Dahlia? How dare. Well, that should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare, injury-wise?
Good. Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here.
Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. We kept Miss Eula safe the whole way.
Embarrass her.
That's amazing, Klee. Eula was lucky to have you.
Looks like we're still missing a few.
Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete.
Good to have you back safe and sound, and great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. See, now this is a crowd. Yeah, I'm blocking Eula, there we go. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. Been a busy few days. You take a well-deserved break.
I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all.
My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Gotta go kill my brother, again. Be right back. Ends. Ah, yes, of course. Also, hold up. I just put 2 and 2 together really quick. So, Albedo said that creatures made of alchemy, like Durin, if they die, they aren't truly dead. One, that sounds like the gods of Tevat. Or that in the theory. 2, does that mean Albedo is actually immortal too? Also, I really gotta write that down before I forget. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Alright, I wrote it down. In my theory text document. It's on the cork board. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Garfield and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone. Everyone who has finished their work, head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest.
Want to come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Yes, 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 yes!
And then Dark Mage shows up like, did someone say Klee?
Hi, everyone. Ah, Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life? Ah, no, apologies. I, saw what was left of those two hilly churls. What you did to them. I don't think I'll be sleeping for a while. Anyway, just kidding, but you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course. I was out in the city wall for quite some time. Heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries. Absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. He obviously found that fact difficult to accept. Emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and, dare I say, human. Was that leak that Durin's going to be a playable character in the future? If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive. It came to dominate all those around him. I would have seen Scaramouche being like, "You stop! Stop it! I made a promise! Stop!" Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's... Oh, sorry, did I say Scaramouche? I meant Hat Guy. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, using me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. It's close. Phonia. Ah, Miss Phonia. Here to make your report.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems. I
see. So if you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction, and why are you alone? You think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you were under Durin's influence, and you have been, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. You're surrounded. Don't move. And nobody moved. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Restless as a child. Hey, Jean! Dive right through her window. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
2.5 hours in, what do you mean it's not over? What happens next is more of a personal project. I consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with it. Came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
No, those witches are fucking ancient.
I wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either.
Yeah, that. Make Varka look like that, please.
He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so, whatever age that is. Indeed. Anyway, the Tripartite Conference is a gathering of 3 parties. The Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights of Favonius, or Knights and Church of Favonius.
Oh, well, I guess that's what it looks like then.
Lord Barbados was able to facilitate a meeting between Varka and the mages. Varka has quite a way with words, so he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request.
And I'm guessing that's what Alice looks like then.
Namely, that in Monsat's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, now I have requests of my own. I need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course. Traveler, pass me the Dota communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Yeah, it's Alice's. Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. Watch my face, and suddenly...
Hello, Dodo.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Is that...
No, I mean, I know that's Varka, but was the... Why was he not filtered before? Some auto engineer's gonna get fired. No, I'm kidding.
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Surely he meant mustache.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
But tell me, he hid it beneath the great tree of Windrise. That seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Hello, mother. Or auntie. There we go. That's Albedo. Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
Still remember the Tripartite Conference, right? I'm calling behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
Bennett, he's gonna die. No, it's actually, it's me, Aunt Alice. Susbedo, captain of the Knights of Euphonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
Aunt Mom, I need you to, help me, fix Durin. Either kill him or put him back. Like, not as a dick. My older brother's an asshole. Please help. I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented. Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
You're right. Where? Here? As in this office? We finally gonna see Alice?
Hello again, everyone.
Okay. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodeco.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again.
That is a cool
It's been a
hat.
while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. It'd be really fun if this went full circle back to Simulanka. And it's Hat Guy and Mini Durin. I broke a vase just now.
Have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Mini Durin! I was right!
Hey, not so loud!
Mini Durin? What are you doing here?
Well, actually, I had been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mossad for a few days now, but I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit. Even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people, I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together. Because he's like... cousin? Brother? This family tree's really kooky, you know? I can't keep it. I have no idea what anyone is to me anymore. Is Clea my sister? Cousin? No clue.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who was revived and brought into the world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation. So, you're Albedo's intended subject.
Hold on, let me... Give me a second here. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Why can I not find this? Alright, fine. I give up. Taking too long to find it. Curse you, internet, and not having just easy access to the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood human transmutation quote said in the opening of half the episodes. How dare you, I was about to recite the whole damn thing. But no. All I found is every other quote related to human transmutation.
Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
Yeah, so I can go places and wear Hat Guy's hat. I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. I'll miss flying, though. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin.
I think you might just be a cryo. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing form.
I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that'll look like. I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Beto said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning. And suppressing an evil dragon, becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. But don't worry. No one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know? Albedo told me he's the Kryta Prince, a synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too! We'll be the only two of our kind in the whole world! Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. All living things are grouped together by species. Only one other person like me in this world. I guess that makes us family?
Definitely! You've just gotta trust one another! Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hat Guy know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this, duty? He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course. But excited, too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now. But thanks.
What's up, Mini Durin?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but also kind of excited. A strange feeling. I've never felt anything like it. Don't worry, I can cope. I do my best to stay in good frame of mind, so that Albedo's plan can succeed.
Oh, do I have to go to the secret room? Yeah, I'm going to the secret room. Pick a freeze team in advance. Okay. I don't have any freeze teams, so time to make one.
What are my orders?
you'd miss me.
Ready to spice things up.
Alright, if anyone's in chat, for the last party member, should I go Barbara for extra hydro and the free res? Should I go Layla for the shield and even more cryo? Should I go Siegeween? Just because. Should I go Chi-Chi for a lot of revives? Exactly 3 revives. With conditions. Or... that's it, actually. I'll take Barbara off. So, Siegeween or Chi-Chi. Or Layla. Siegeween, Chi-Chi, Layla. If anyone's in chat and wants to tell me which should be my last team member. For a free tea. Siegeween, Chi-Chi, Layla. Siegeween, Chi-Chi, Layla. Alright, no one said anything yet, so I'll just go with Chi-Chi. There we go.
What's
3 cryo.
happening?
I do want the bonus health. No, I'll be good. I'll be good. That's what the free revive is for. 3 healers and a Ganyu. Let's go. Alright, Theater Owls, what up? Hey, the chess game, that's in the thing.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
Oh, okay. Sits on lap. Oh, no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwillingly park myself down in some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If you left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
I can see that, they're bouncing. First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
Allegedly, next update's gonna give us the Mare Javari. So, one immortal creature there.
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhine-daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. Daughter. There we go. Written down.
Correct. Doran's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. Could be centuries away or millennia. The day will come. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine. I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He's already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt at least a half dozen. At less than half of his original strength. No telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. His full life consequences. Hence, if we want to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, must find a way to eliminate Durin. Entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could reawaken at any moment. So, the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. On resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all. Because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Lee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by the mages from the Hexen Circle, though I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
The other day... Oh, I get it. It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul Emin created. I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, it would be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Simulanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Marjavari and the embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
You see that as a bad thing, Natalis?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them, and so, you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
I understand. I figured something like that might happen. That's why I asked Traveler to come. Wait, I'm joining? Not even gonna try to talk me into it? Bitch, I know you want the resources. I do want them. Oh, you need convincing. I thought you'd want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt without someone to keep me in check. Alright, fine.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
Because you could fucking die, and that would suck for the plot. If my theory is true, anyway.
The Hexen Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
No. You know, there's been an awful lot of leaving Paimon behind lately. Like a developing theme or something. And let me make a formal request. Will you go through the trial with me? Let's do it! Ready, Traveler?
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Not the Dodo King.
Oh, and I am being exploded. If Paimon shrunk anymore, she'd be an ant. It's certainly in keeping with Hexen Circle modalities. You've been shrunken down to chess piece size. Look over, see a giant Paimon.
Whoa, you're so tiny now! Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Piffed. What is it? I think it's just... Paimon's voice is even louder at this size. We're so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry. We'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice? I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting this trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Do a weekly raid, got it. Well, it's kind of dying really quick right now, so, you know.
We're way behind the schedule.
Witness my great undertaking.
Alright, I witnessed it. What now? Also, there is no giant Paimon. Good. Only handle so much.
Witness my great undertaking.
My god, it's a jester. Or not jester, fucking... Bishop.
King and Queen wishes presented united front.
That a rook or... Oh, that... It says queen. It says queen.
Witness my great undertaking.
Oh, the king's back. That was super easy. Is there a phase 2? Most definitely.
Oh, it had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
Hello, Rhine-daughter. This doesn't seem like
Well
Alice.
done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Alright, so not Rhine-daughter. This is the, visionary. Elevator. You okay? Autobots, transform and roll out!
The trial awaits.
He's gotten you back to life? No.
Only by turning the world on its head can we
Marvel off,
see
okay.
its true colors. So it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of
Just pull out a fucking minigun.
I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me.
This Barnabas for some pomp and ceremony. Good lord, always forgetting your minds.
That's the bow.
May I present?
Why is it? There it is. Supposed to be on attack, not defense.
Feel the same power.
Okay, I felt it. I was at ground zero. Ow. Lion the Witch on the audacity of this bitch.
Feel this ancient power.
Okay. I'm just waiting for one more to die so I can get some decent usage out of.
Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Fucking killed your queen, asshole. Why are you on that again?
Be.
Why'd she keep swapping on her own?
Moments
The stage is yours, my queen.
I shall take the spotlight once more.
No damage. With the main attack. Well, it seems they share health, so you know.
Let us dance, my dearest.
Witness great undertaking. The steps this time.
Oops! I thought I had it memorized.
Hey, can you just kill Escoffier? Thank you.
My head. Feel this ancient power.
And return to life. There we go.
It is time to slay our
Access denied.
Not often I get to actually make use of my C6 Chi-Chi. Well, Purgus game. Purgus, the witch's meeting.
Yes, very well done.
We did it. Hey, it's the hag. Quote Mona.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest. Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
Alright, bye.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie?
Be who you wanna be?
You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique.
That would explain why she's blue.
But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual.
Does sound pretty old.
Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Hey, Paimon. I now know what it's like to be you.
Great job! You made it all look so easy.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Well, good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free, and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the dragon of
In 3 hours?
Dragonspine,
Why
right?
not go one more? Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. The sooner we stick Durin and Durin so Durin can be Durin, better.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now,
We're saying the same thing again? Okay. I'm just gonna teleport there. The Gardener. Oh, also, Dark Mage. Yeah, you missed it. I did a Clee voice. You'll have to go back. Also, I may or may not be ready for the next character. I don't know about you, but I don't think I have enough yet. Apparently Skirk is being not next update. But hey, we'll find out in 2 days. Apparently Friday is gonna be the live stream. And it's a Dane update.
This place is as freezing as ever. Paimon's hands are turning.
Paimon's hands are turned. Gonna grab that tooth, but alright, fine. Arrived. Sorry, Paimon, I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Doesn't really look like it's beating to me, more like it's just swirling. Apparently, according to whispers from the guy in a dark alley behind a comic store. ISR Electro? Yeah, that's what I heard. Give us what Varessa couldn't. Varessa's pretty good. He destroys my overload team. Leave it to me. You too. Stay on guard. Ellipses. She's cool, but lacks purple. Oh, okay, she's pink though, so that's close enough, right?
Ask a question?
No. You may?
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
Get out, this is my stream. From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations. But, biologically speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So, to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons, then.
It's not so much a matter of perspective, or preference. Rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human. Albeit a unique category thereof. Then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. And perhaps the most unique among humans. That I'm the only one of my kind. But soon, there'll be another just like me. Assuming this alchemical project proves successful. Yeah, did you Albedo's whole story? Good. He's one of the most pivotal characters to all the event stuff going on. He is the event Archon. Which, by the way, if you ever watch the VOD, you'll see that I'm slowly formulating some thoughts for a new theory I've been brewing up. Pun intended. I believe Mini Durin already told you of this his intent to replace the Durin of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. Well, let's just say it has to do with Albedo. In this shot right here, you can see something relevant to, actually, no, you can see two things relevant in this shot. The next theory I'm doing. And it's not an element. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one. I understand why he came to that decision. You see this as an act of creation. Sparkles? Well, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both the past and the future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That, primarily, is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in.
In my view, to cultivate life which this world cannot generate endogenously. In my view, to cultivate life which this world cannot generate endogenously is to cultivate the world itself. Geo, anyway. What's the truth of this world, Albedo? Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. A chemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that's not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Good enough. 9 out of 10. I yapped a lot. Yeah, I know. I've gotten pretty good at my Albedo voice, I think. Finished.
Looks like a golden
My budget
energy has
Koidao.
encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Vern's body should finally die for good.
Feel to challenge you? I don't know.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
Oh, explosions, I guess. No, meat explosion. Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy, one and the same thing. Like stacking your power like bits. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go.
Next on the agenda.
Yeah, grab the teeth. So, what happens now with the strange teeth? Can I... We're back to Orbon. Who the fuck's Orbon? Then Dainsleif shows up like, Hey, no creating people, you filthy homunculus.
Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. Take a look around, and we got some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time.
Durin. We just went over this.
Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure you'll find out on the day of.
Dad got a Switch too. Oh, is it out already? I thought it was still months away. Not that I even intend to get one, but you know. Oh, is it wait 2 days? Yeah, wait 2 days. Today's... You know what? No. Before I wait... There we go. Oh yeah, so... Since you like to think about Genshin theory stuff, here's something... little something that might, give you some food for thought here. Mr. Dark Mage. Look at this. Above Timaeus' head here.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Tell me what you see.
What is it, that thing over Timaeus' head? And don't say his name. Not like a black hole or some kind of space symbol.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Or a black hole with planets around. Well, it's the alchemy symbol. Now tell me. Yeah, I can just go in camera mode, actually. Here we go. Does this look a little more visible here
If you lie
on the table?
grass, you can feel the
It's a
heartbeat
different
of the
symbol
world.
on the table. Now you're getting it. Then when you come into the menu, what do you see at the top? Well, also you can't see behind Cool Guy Editor. Here, let me turn him off. There you go. Two moons, one cheese it. So, there's one three-sided object here, and one thing on the end of a line, another thing on the end of a line, and we're looking at a third thing on the end of a line. So, I will say no more. And I will now collect my day rewards. Food delivery. No. Also, I'm going to swap to the other team. Overload.
Add astro.
Daily rewards part of the
Thank
theory.
you
Yeah,
for
there we go.
Add astro.
So coming into also, hey, you still alive? Cool, you're not a possessor or anything. All right. Yon's on? Yeah, she's on the Vressa team. Collective of plenty, strong. Together, strong. And one gun. I missed. Running, yeah. So yeah, before Nod Cry, I hope to get that out. I have at least one more update to go. So I raised 5 people in one today. Are you proud of me? She's probably gonna say, yes, now do your proper workouts and eat healthy. I just gotta finish researching it and, get everything out there. I gotta actually read the fucking moon books.
Festival is about to begin.
Read them personally. Alright, let's go see Dune. Honestly, who else is it gonna be? Also, that there's reason number 79 to get Vressa. Other than she kooky, she thick. She hit you with her thick.
Look out below.
She jump. Got the workout part down, but tacos and nachos for dinner. Dude. She's a Latina. She finds this acceptable. Living Latina loca. As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that tried to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insights played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs always have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let us give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard. The Wanderer Chaska and Mr. Barricades himself have gotten Vressa if it was early 2024 and wanted to zoom.
Wow! Amazing!
I still have all the characters. I'm a completionist. Well, in the collection set. No way, you're really gonna pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Really flying above that today with Kanish, Wanderer, Chaska, and Malwika. Alright. That mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can even take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. Yeah, in that case, maybe swap out this speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away. Gather round and lend me your ears. Very nice lyrics, Venti. Alright, well, everyone's distracted. Now, what's your brother? I hereby exercise the prayer of... thing. Put your brother in your other brother. Cousin in your brother? I don't know how it works. Symbols everywhere. While everyone's distracted with the festival. Ubiquitous earth, flowing water, fighting fire, fortifying wind. Noel! Traverse the 18th worldly and 17th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate festering flesh into sacred blood and bone. O sages, witness my grand endeavor. Turn this boy into a boy. Never turned into a firework. Oh no, he turned inside out, and then he exploded. No one gets that reference. Cultured. My god, Mondstadt has a third femboy. We already got Venting and Dahlia. Wait, does Bennett count? Either way, I'm gonna bowl for him. I think he's probably gonna be Cryo. Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really?
Bennett doesn't count?
So Mini
Okay.
Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Also, he needs a trip to a tailor. He was awkward when I walked in. He's never worn clothes in his life, so yeah. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished. Being an Animo, but working with scrap memory from Simulacra. Yeah, same.
So, how do you feel right now?
I remember he wanted to play with all the origami and plastic people, but he was a danger to them. So everywhere he went, he just broke things, and people were like, "No, we hate you! Go away forever!" Until he finally found one person who could be his friend. And now he's like, "I'll be a person, one of only 2 people. I guess that makes us family. I wanna be where the people are. Avoiding the crowds will be a thing of the past." That's all I got. Quite good. I did what I set out to do, and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
Me mama. A master and mother. Gold Rhine-daughter. A long time ago, sent me to Mondstadt with the instructions to complete a task of monumental importance. Find the truth of the world. I was about to say I see those 3 there, but I had a theory about what she meant. In time, I was able to corroborate it. I don't know what gold looks like. I wonder what all the witches look like. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. Get a life, hippie. Throws applications. Lisa barely fights. Get C6 Leela. Or Lisa. Get C6 Lisa. She shreds. That might be easy for most people. But for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. Find out about myself and the world around me. Get to know me and know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. If I'm truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So, for an artificial human, finding a life is, in some sense, equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves!
Get C6 Lisa. Okay, get back to you in 2026, 2028. To be fair, Lisa was the last one I C6'd. Amber was the first. Just had to wait for the monthly reset and hope hope Lisa or Kaya was on it. I already had enough Ambers. For some reason, of those 3, from random polls, I'd only gotten Amber, and I got her like 2 times. Being alive is just existing. Having a life, but makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I've found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only the beginning. What follows is the choices a human has to make in life, as well as the kinds of family bonds they will form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare. You'd see the events? Yeah, in the past few years. But for me, it was just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed this far will now come to an end. It's like me. He'll have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Several dragons and a flower, yeah, it's very weird. Mom's human, though, I think. Well, oh, and a lot of dogs. Like, Jesus Christ, so many dogs. Why are there dogs? I have so many. Remember all of their birthdays. They keep teleporting and eating the cake before I can cut it. They're bad dogs. Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. Confirmed! She's the... Albedo's mom is the unusual hilly churl. There's a crazy dog lady final boss for real. Sick 'em boys, the entire world. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their lives around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds. And now, I'm a gardener too. As long as you feel like you've gained something from it. Master never showed her face. That's weird. But if the Hexenzirkel knows what I've done, that means she knows as well. Gave her approval. Maybe she is a hilly churl. Maybe she's the unusual hilly churl after all. Hits you with the cabbage attack. Since devouring Nabarius, it would seem she's finally found a modicum of peace. I know, who the hell's Nabarius? Gold is Dale. And if so, then I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Nabarius? What's Nabarius?
Not much. It's the name of the ruler of life.
In what regard?
What?
Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I truly know is this. Nabarius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Nabarius are now one. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through all of it.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
What she said.
Hearing you say that means more than I can say.
Well, that's what words are for.
I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters? Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you. I'll get going.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot! If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Beer. Or how strong Albedo is. Lore-wise, he might be the strongest in Mondstadt. Maybe behind Varka and Jean. Well, actually, no, probably most definitely above Jean, maybe behind Varka.
Wanna take a guess?
Venti! You're back!
Yeah, well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom, now could I? What do you think of the Cecilia?
That's what I picked in the first Windbloom. Fuck you. Get your own.
Wait, but that's my ascension flower. No. The true feelings of the prodigal son. The sentiment is sweet and warm as a gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveler, give me your hand.
Oh. That's why he chose the Cecilia. Oh, apparently, like lore-wise, it's his favorite flower. So that's why he takes it. That's why it's his ascension flower.
The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass their trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexenzirkel wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind. Secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. Though no need to open it right away.
So, future Archon Quest object acquired.
A gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
Yep.
According to the sender, you're probably the only person who can make use of something like this, so I suppose it belongs with you. Is it my sword? Alright, thanks. Well, all I did was deliver it. Although I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose a reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Oh, really? I'll hold you to that, you know. No going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Drinks away 3 million mora in one sitting. Aha! Music to my ears. I'm so happy I could fly. Like this festival was made for me or something. When no love remains for the song to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Not a reprise. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set it all free. Our wall's about to dry like raisins. Through shadows so cold he sought wisdom untold, chasing a fragrance the wind only knows. Thus wistful waned and faded into night, he stepped from the darkness and into the light. Paralogism complete. Alright, now what item do I get? A glittering crystal ball adorned with the star-shaped gemstones bestowed as a reward for passing the Hexen Circle's trial. According to the one who presented it, it is not something that an ordinary person can master. For now, the crystal ball lies dormant, as though it were waiting for its perfect time to shine. Oh my god, it's my brother! Is that from Simulanka? It says right here for passing their trial, so... It is called, Star-Shaped Gemstones, so, It's my brother! And it has a second star, 3 stars around it. A dark mage. What's something floating in a bluish-purple void that has one big thing with 3 small things around it? Vaguely remembering Ashkai's theory about stars being memories. Oh yeah, these stars in Tevat sky are actually part of the ley line system. They are the fruits of the ley lines, and thus contain the memory stored inside. Is the ball related to the moons?
I've gone a little over my calorie budget so far.
Gotta say, I like how super athletic she is for the first 2 attacks, but then just the roller one's kind of weird. Also, why is it that Ion-san says she's the fastest runner of the tribe?
Quick as a flash!
But meanwhile, Veressa is, like, noticeably faster. Does she not go full force for us? Like, no, I'm just running, like, endurance running for you. Or is it because Veressa's just got longer legs and that's it? Well, anyway. Claim rewards. Yes. Oh, I almost opened the battle pass. Okay. Hold on, I don't remember if I have stuff to collect. I don't think I do. I think that's a tomorrow thing, but yeah, I'll do it anyway. I'll do it today anyway. It's fine. But yeah, that'll be it for... oh, shit, no, it is today.
This rel.
This rel. By the way, reminder for everyone to check their teapot. It might be full. There we go.
If you ever...
Alright, so that will be it for today. Next stream will probably be Mass Effect 2, or 3, fuck, Mass Effect 3 Gunless. We just started last time and we absolutely lost the challenge immediately, because of tutorial. But after that, I may or may not be doing Castlevania. My button-pressing thumb ain't doing so hot at the moment. I might put that one off until it is better. But in the meantime, that's probably enough Genshin until more Genshin stuff comes out. Or, you know, Friday the 13th, something Genshin-related happening on this channel. And if you can connect those two dots, congratulations. Alright. That'll actually be it for today. Just remember, everybody, no matter who you are, where you are, or when you are, have a good one. Better out.